Hi guys and girls. 1 second, I'm just putting on my background music. Hope everyone's having a really good Thursday. Okay. This is going to be a reading about advice. I feel like there may be some people, maybe even myself. Interestingly enough, I found the cards that I've been wanting to use, but just like every time I'm down there, I have this whole new setup here, obviously. I'm not able to find the cards, including Talk to Me Like oh my gosh, we're on the card. That's like I just grabbed it and just really shocked to see that because that is the name of the deck. Talk to Me Like I'm Someone You Love. Hold on, 1 second. Whew, it's a lot of light, but it's okay. I'm so hot today for some reason. I really wanted to get some words from the Divine Masculine as to what's going on. I'm going back to the Lightworker Oracle. I also want to say thank you so much. Now, I think this is from Adam. I got to look into it more in the packaging. It's from Lithuania. Someone sent me this deck of cards. Beautiful dark energy that we can use both positive and, for both ways. And there's actually like 5 dimensions to each card, having to do with the moon sign, having to do with a word of encouragement, and also having to do, I don't know, there's some other things with the stages of grieving. That's all in those cards. So I'm actually studying them and I'm looking forward to using them. Thank you. And I'm not sure if it's from Adam or from who knows who, but I'm pretty sure Adam maybe. I got to look. Just want to say thank you. Okay, so let's begin. I'm pretty much pulling all oracle cards today. I can't believe I found it's not even that I found the books to them. They just came easy. I'm like, oh, I want to use this deck, but can I find the book? Because I want to read the book, the words, and it's right there. And I'm like, wow, this was really meant to be today. Perfect. So today is a day about hearing some encouragement, some advice, and seeing where your masculine stands. So let's get the first overall energy. One moment. Hello? Good. Oh, shit. Okay. Just call me after. I do have a name. Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys. That was a business issue that I don't have to worry about. Sorry, there we are. Okay, we're back. Let's put on the music again. We can get it back on. Well, I hope everyone's having an okay day at least. I think it's very intense energies. Great. We'll see what happens. So let me just clear my energy. I don't ever take phone calls, but that one was an important one. And it actually turned out to be very important, which is, okay, let's get rid of it. Okay, so energy of the day. Hi, thank you, Turtle, for being here. Beautiful Black Queen. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Gina. So let's see this is more advice today. I mean, who knows? I'm probably going to end up pulling out the tarot because I left it open. I leave that door open sometimes all the time, except because of the readings. I shut it, but I'm usually sitting right outside of that door. I have my own little setup with a little plastic chair and a little plastic table and my little plant on the table. It's not my favorite spot to be living right now, but I've made the best of it, and I'm really grateful because some people, you can make your space really nice. Just know that. I have plants out there. I took all my plants out there, and I have a nail polish section to do my nails, like that I've taken off. Okay, I'm okay. There we go. I'm like, what's gonna be going on here? So, self-love. That's what fell out. Self-love. It's big, especially today with the energies. And now this kind of makes sense as to why I woke up. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. You might be able to tell I didn't sleep much. I was 1000% last night picking up on energies. If you would look at the things I looked up why do I feel like my soul's being pulled? Why am I nonstop crying? And the thing is, it's not me, because I don't know. Like, I was trying to figure out this. Is there a possibility at times when a divine masculine is like going to go somewhere or going to run or something that you may feel a pull? It's not my situation, so I don't think it's me. But I literally felt like someone was being separated from someone, and like, no, I just wanted to cry, and I would just stop myself, and I'm like, whose energy is this? Because you have to kind of figure out, is it my energy? You have to ask yourself, like, is this me, or is this me picking up on my day, on the people I bumped? Yesterday was an intense day for me as well. So that's why I'm like, is this just me picking up on all the little shit things that happen? Like, yesterday just went berserk. It was one thing after another, me running around to the point where I had a rental car, and apparently I had expired my time, so it locked me out, and I spent an hour looking for the keys. I didn't realize it locked me out. I'm just like, where's the keys? They were in the car. It just locked me down. But so I had to ask myself before I look at this car, I don't know what it is yet, but I was like, whose energy is this last night? And I was probably up until 4 a.m. So emotional. Like, the things I was looking up, I've never looked up before. And I was like, that's bizarre. Why haven't I ever looked up something like, why can't I stop crying? But it's there. There's actual reasons. But I was hoping if I looked it up that it would give me like spiritual reasons. And, I'm like, maybe my phone spies on me, so it knows I'm into the spiritual side, so it will give me the spiritual side. No, it was giving doctors. And one thing that the doctor said, who I don't pretty much ever agree with, is one thing they can agree on is they don't know what's a good cry, what's too long, what's not too long. But many people feel after crying for a long period of time, they feel better, and they feel like they're just better and positive. That's what it said. It said positive. So started crying this morning. Yeah, like a purge, Gina. Then you're on the same thing as me. It was like a purge. And I didn't care. I was just like, I didn't even know what I was purging. I'm just like, why can't I stop crying? And then I would stop, and like, it was like the biggest, it was crazy. So I don't know what was going on. But I was going to get up right then and do a reading, but I just couldn't. I was just like, I just couldn't. I just had to like wallow in it. So now I get the message, because this is the message. It's like it's like someone's yearning for love. And all it's saying is just give more to yourself. And I remember thinking something along those lines yesterday, where I was like, okay, you got to feed yourself. You got to feed, like, give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Like, I was asking, I'm like, all of a sudden, like, spirits, I give you permission. Like, now I'm saying everything I tell you guys to do, right? And I'm like, I give you permission. Like, I don't know why I'm crying. Take this away. Step in. You have my permission. And I'm like laying there, like, crying. I'm like, what the heck? But I picked up on this energy without picking up on the energy. And when I see this now, all they're asking you to do, like, this is the issue. If you're crying because you're missing your masculine or you're missing anyone, or who cares what's going on? He's hanging out with someone else. He's too busy to see you. It's life, and you're going to have to put your big girl panties on, really, literally, and like get yourself out of it. You're going to have to, because this isn't going to be the first time it happens. It's not going to be, it's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time. I think this purging is going to come in waves and come and go. Care for your body, self-love, and self-acceptance are the ultimate acts of self-care. Today I woke up, like, you can't really see, but I have a blazer. Interesting, because I'm like, I got to make sure I don't go back into that energy, whatever that energy was last night. So I started by, I didn't really do my hair yet, but I just started by at least putting on something nice. So if I want to do business today, which I don't think I'll have to do too much, I look presentable. But anyhow, the next card that had come out, which I didn't look at, but now I see, retreat. This is a day of self-love. It really is. It's a day of going with the flow. Don't have too many expectations. Just, let's just say, for example, like, so I had plans, they're canceled, work, meeting. I'm just going with the flow. And, the person's like, I'm going to come, we'll meet up later, whatever. Cool, whatever. Yes or no. I'm just going with the flow. And I suggest that right now, it's a time, okay? So that's what's going on. I want to actually look specifically what the masculine is going through. That message, that first two message, I do believe it's for the feminines. Now when I see that, I do believe, like, I don't know what I was picking. I couldn't figure out what the tears were for last night. That's the funny thing. Because I was like, why? Like, just why? I was just trying to search for the answer, and it just would come. It was like waves. Risk. I'm going to take the top one because these cards just stick together. Risk. So I asked about the masculine's energy. Right now, there's something risky. There may have been a mistake that's been made. Someone, interesting. Like, someone may have closed their eyes or something, like, just not paid attention to something. Playfulness. Someone may have not been paying attention in his world right now. I don't know. We have playfulness and risk. It's like, were you playing around too much? Who knows? Okay, let's see. I'm actually gonna use one of these new cards we have here. Where's the book though? I wonder if that means it's not the card to use today. It's such an interesting, oh, there it is. Because I was reading on it last night, just sitting here. More on the masculine. So this is like a dark, this is like what's an underlying issue that seriously needs to be addressed one way or another. I will be reading from the book for this. Interestingly enough, when I went through all these cards, they all have pictures of, images of skeletons or people. And I pick my own thoughts for them. And when I saw this one, I said, this says anger in chains. I remember it says anger in chains. I'm going to use this literally, but also figuratively. But for me, I was like, this is my creativity card. It just is. That's what it's going to be. Because anger is a form of passion. It is a form of getting things, putting things together. Like, you know what I mean? When you're angry, you want to break free and do something. So I'm going to read on this. I don't remember what it said. I did read yesterday on it. Perfect. The moon phase that this has to do with is the winding crescent. Anger is a stage of grief as well. I just want to see when the next winding crescent is for July. Let me see what this one right here. We just passed the winding crescent, right? Let me see. Yeah, we just passed it. So it's like, it's the first phase, I guess, after the full moon. Oh, it's one of the, we didn't just pass it. We actually just passed it over a week ago. So it's the first phase after the full moon. So it's kind of things coming out on their way out. We're almost at the new moon, which is the new moon is at the end of the month. Amazing. Wow. We're almost there, guys. The stage of anger. Okay. Forces channeled outside, unreasonable, undirect, but powerful. Visual seed, lion and speaks, and sparks and chains and signs. And it says all these ands, by the way, all melded together. Geometry and colors like an explosion. Interesting. Ooh, like this is, even though that may be my creativity card, I think this is what the masculine, for some of them, there's something going on. Anger, right? Explosion. I've got to break free. I want to break free. That is the sentence that goes with this card. Oh my God. That's the sentence. Like, you see how they're all lined up? Like, they have the moon phase, the anger stage, the visualization, the sentence. And the sentence is, I've got to break free. I want to break free. Holy smoly. I'm going to put that as the title. Anger is not the road to clarity. It is not a controlled effort or a cold dish. It is raw, primal, explosive. It is the loss of reason, the loss of restraint. So I'm going to stop and just say, I almost feel like the divine masculine's anger is getting in the way. Is that a song too? Because if that's a song, cool. I've got to break free. It is a song. It's like a rock song, right? It's the sentence of this card that is being pulled for the divine masculine and what his energy is. There's some dark, I was going to say dark playfulness, dark, risky behavior. It could literally be the fact that he's sticking around in a spot he wants to break free from. Now, I'm not saying this has to, there's a child in one of the cards too, the playful card. It could be part of the reason why he goes there, or it stays there, or it could be the reason he stays in this situation is because it's comforting and he feels nurtured and mothered, and maybe there's mother issues. Maybe this is the reason he's not breaking free, even though he wants to. That is a home environment there that looks like. So there's some sort of some dark playfulness. A wax seal carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. How can you break a single thread woven with a million others? How can you unfitter yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest letting all the rest unchanged? How can you unfitter yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? It's like, how can he leave the home? I'm just going to use this because it's the easiest way to put it, without interfering, the sleep of the children, or without interfering with other people's lives. This is what's going on with the masculine's energy. And it doesn't have to be a home. Let's just say this has to do, because I'm just asking what the energy is. If it had to do with work, it's like, how can I get out of this situation I got myself into, but not affect other people? Type of an energy. You have to read these sentences a couple times, right? Must unchanged. Okay, it doesn't work like that. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout, and more things will be broken than just what you want to hurt. Let's read that again. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout. It doesn't work like that. Like, you don't just get to leave and other people not get affected. They will be. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout. And more things will be broken than just who you want to hurt or what you want to hurt. And it's not that he wants to hurt anyone, I wouldn't think, but he wants out. There's someone here who wants out of a situation. And so he's probably pissed at the person he wants out from. So maybe in a sense, that's where that hurt attachment is. But it is saying, like, it's going to be loud. It's going to be, there's an obnoxious energy here, erratic energy. Okay, let's see. Okay, they are like a bundle. Like, it comes in a bundle. You can target, but you cannot choose. Break many to break one. Save one to save many. This is the divine masculine energy. Save one to save many. And what that has to do with, that is the final sentence. It's about saving himself. He'd be a better person and actually be able to help even more people. When this is the problem. When, someone has to leave a situation, I think it's a home environment for someone here, whoever this is for. Could be work, though. It's just what's going on in his energy field. When someone has to leave a situation, you don't just get to leave. It's like a package deal. You get to leave with the whole shebang that comes along with it. It's a lot of shit. And this is part of the reason why some of the masculines are fearful or taking a real long ass time leaving a situation. What would the masculine want to say? What does he have to say? Okay. I would love it if we could just be quiet and hold each other. Ooh, let's see the bottom. So first of all, I would love it if we could just be quiet and hold each other. This is about bridging the gaps between human beings with words, using words to bridge the gaps between human beings. But often it is nonverbal connection between you that is what is going to feel really, really real. Whoa, these messages I'm reading these. I never read this side of the message. These messages are deep today because it's really interesting because the top part is saying, all I want to do is just be quiet. And the back of the card is talking about the fact that, number one, connection is nonverbal, but words can bridge the gaps between human beings. But here we have at the bottom, all I want is for you to listen to me with an open heart. So this person does want to communicate in both ways. I think the first step is non-verbally, and it is about maybe if you can get to hold each other or just sit in silence and, they call not reaching out so much, letting them speak on the phone. When you can stop thinking and move into the gentleness that makes you wonder how things could have gotten so nutty between you. Sorry, I must have missed something here. What is going on? It can feel real, really, really real. When you can stop thinking and move into the gentleness, that makes you wonder how things could have gotten so nutty. So all I want, really, this person wants to hold you and he wants you to zip your mouth and he wants to speak. This is literally, and just listen with an open heart. Underneath everything, you have been trying to explain, argue for, or for that matter, to avoid with your partner is this one wish. Please just take in what's going on with me with interest and without judgment. To make this request requires a fair amount of confidence in one's self-worth. When your masculine says that to you, or when you say it to him, you're on the right path. Because as it says, it would take a fair amount of confidence in one's self-worth. Huh. Interesting. So let's leave that there for now. We might pull some more after when we get more questions here. Not sure. This might go on a little longer than expected because this is quite interesting. Okay, where am I going to go now? I'm going to go here. Let's go to a lover's card. I guess it could be what the masculine wants to say, what he's feeling, what's the message from the masculine from these cards right now. Thank you. Some of the feminines will have to literally have a day of rest. It looks like the masculines are going through turbulence. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So clearly, like, even the masculine knows, I don't, sure, the masculine should be doing this. I think this goes with your self-love message. And I don't think the masculine going through this energy will be retreating into himself today, to be honest with you. And these two cards actually literally match themselves. So I do feel that's a really strong message for the feminine. Let's see if there's anything else. Maybe there's another message for the feminine then. Come out here. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. See, that's the thing. Sexual union. Whoever was super emotional last night and stuff like that, there's something there. Like, I just kept on, I didn't realize it had to do with the self-love, but there is something there where there is going to be space. Like, you're not going to, be with your masculine 24 hours a day. So you kind of got to get used to it. There was something, I almost feel like someone was missing someone, or I don't know. It was nonstop. It was pure sadness. It was so weird. It was just so weird. Prisoner of Mourning is the card that came out. So let's just take a look at that shit. This is about mourning, your love. It really is, because the woman's holding the rose. Roses can be sharp. Roses can prick. But they smell beautiful, look beautiful, very, very amazing. And this is, for some of you, this is someone like, there's been, I'm not explaining it, but there's something to do with like, there's been a lot of mourning. It's been a lot. I just get this vibe about a lot. And it's almost like a lot of growth, but it's not necessarily growth in the positive way, but I'm sure it's all positive. Like, in the end, growth is growth. Number 22. But there's been a lot of turbulence, sadness. Working, as in trying to work something out, like the wheels spinning. Anyhow, let's read the book. Disappointment, lethargy, lost love. This is what this card's about. You have given your emotional energy to another and may now be feeling let down, disappointed, and vulnerable. There is confusion around you as to where things went wrong. As when you fall in love, you fall completely and put your all into a relationship. Be assured the issue is not with you. The timing for this union was not right, and someone better will come into your life, and the anger and the hurt you feel now will seem a million miles away. I have to stop myself before I forget this. I almost feel like this message is actually going to the masculine as well. Most of these cards, I pulled the same card, are women, and there is one man card here, but we wouldn't get this message with that card. And I feel like there is a need. I think this masculine thought he made the right choice. There's like this energy. Something's going to be hard to adjust here. Okay. Love will soon come into your life again, and any negative feelings you now hold will disappear. The tide is about to turn for you. You may not know at this stage what you need, but you certainly know what you no longer require. Now, where does that go back to the anger and chains? Huh. Interesting. Don't let your negative experiences hold you back. Remind yourself that you are a beautiful soul and you deserve better. I want to know what's going to happen today. If or whatever this energy is talking about, because it's getting real specific, like literally someone is leaving. I know we know people are leaving. There's just more. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Wow, this resonates with you, huh? Yeah. I'm just trying to think of where I'm going to get the next message from. Because we're getting there. It's a very common theme for the masculine right now. There's something here. Let's try this deck. See what card comes out. Okay. Huge shock yesterday. What was your huge shock, Turtle? Or yeah, okay, Turtle. For a second, I felt like I was I know someone named Turtle, or no, not named, but we used to call him Turtle a long time ago. I almost felt like I was talking to you. Soulmate appeared last night and blew my mind. Amazing. One thing I forget to mention to you guys all the time. Remember, I used to dream of my person every single night. I think you guys know that. Since he's come back into my life, I never dream anymore of him. It's very interesting. It's weird. It's I don't know. It's been a few months, and I realized it the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't dream of you anymore. It's interesting. I would like to still dream, so I would know a little more. Okay, so we have the third ray of creative intelligence. Interestingly enough, I told you guys this is my card about, creativity, even though it's anger and chains. So I like that connection. Let's see what's going on here. This is about someone breaking free of the old, decaying, dried up environment this year. Number 3's always come back to this year for me right now. It just is what it is. The third ray of creative intelligence brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into this world. It empowers your manifestation. New ideas will be supported to bring them to life. You will be able to organize, make connections, and network information from various sources into the coherent whole. Sorry, I don't know why I got lost there in this. I just I'm looking at the third ray. I feel like I used to do a meditation. I used to meditate to this song or whatever you want to call it that sounded absurd. And when people heard it and they heard that I meditated to that, it would be like, rare, rare, rare. I am the third ray. I am the third thigh. I'm the second chakra. It's all cleansing. But I used to listen to it every day. And I think now when I read this, it's brainwashed me or something, because I almost got hypnotized into that third ray. They would say the third ray, I don't know. It's so weird. But when my friend heard it, she's like, how is that called meditation? I don't know. Now when I think back, it was over a long time ago. It's probably brainwashing. I was probably listening to some brainwashing show. You must believe in your capability and competence, your confidence and practical down-to-earth common sense, even if those are not always your strongest qualities. Don't doubt your ability to achieve. Let's see here. This really can have to do with business today, because interestingly enough, this is the creative card, and I'm seeing stuff here about business. It has a special connection with businesses. You are asked to remain open to learning and growing through financial success. Interesting. Okay. I'm seeing three threes here because we have master healing here. This is the alchemist. Someone is really trying to make, like, not someone. Why do I call them masculine someone? I always say someone. We know who someone is. Creativity and trying to create something and like make something happen here. This would be the magician, if anything, for me. I'm not quite sure about that. But this also talks about the fact that we have a whole friggin' smorgasbord board of planets up in our heads right now. Anyhow, let's see. Well, I'll just tell you, yeah, you can get another job. You don't have to ask a tarot card reader for that. Go out there and get a job. I'm trying to make financial professional change. Thanks. Oh, I was talking to Kaylee, but yeah, sure. Like, you know what, you guys, I'm now in that boat with you as well. You know, I have my business, I have my YouTube. I'm now like, I have my internet business as well. Like, I am ready to do something new now. So I'm with you guys. But the thing is that I've learned, once you actually start a business and know how to do that, or like once you get your grip on something, it's all the same. You just transfer it over to the new idea and you put your effort in it. So every day I'm putting effort into this new creative project that I have. I just literally dived into it like a week ago because I realized things were just, and when you get there, you're going to go down. There's something to do with when you're progressing and manifesting, you have to keep going up. You have to. I swear to you, because I've done this many times. I know. When you start to just get like this, you'll start losing stuff. You'll start, just like random bills or random, and it's, they just start going, and you start feeling a bit chaotic, and that type of energy comes from like not being grounded and not having a vision. So, and most, yeah, if you lost your job, you get a job, you get a new one. But most important is honestly the power of manifestation. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, I paid a lot of money to take that course last year, and I was telling you guys everything I learned. And I think about that teacher. Like, I was thinking about him, I think yesterday, because he literally, all he was teaching me was how to manifest. And the funny thing is, it's almost like he's a witch teacher, but he's not a witch teacher. He's a realtor. And he's very successful, but he doesn't want to do real estate. He wants to transition into helping people. So that's what he's doing right now. But like literally the number one thing that I paid thousands of dollars to learn was to meditate and to visualize, to make a book. I have a book. I'm going to actually add to it. I see it right there. A book of pictures of what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do, what type of a spot you want to be in. And, sometimes you kind of have to get kind of specific. But yeah, like you can do it. I paid a lot of money to learn that. And this is why, and I've actually gone to this teacher twice, and he would always say to me, like, I taught you, but there's other levels when you get there. I like that little sparkle there. But you can do it. It might take a few days to start seeing stuff, but just stay, like, relax for those few days. You'll be stressed out or whatever, but you can do it. And just know you can do it. Start off with the affirmation, I love myself, or I'm lovable. I am lovable. I am lovable. I am lovable. Then do the, like, I love you, forgive you. I'm sorry. He didn't teach that one, but I like that one. But I am lovable. Like, pretty much you could say that nonstop for a few weeks and like get that in your head. Just to realize you are lovable. You can walk into any place and get a freaking job. They want you. You will be guided to go to the right place. If you just listen to your intuition, it will just happen perfectly. So creative writing is what you're getting into. Perfect. Go and like look up, start a platform, start a free website. You can buy a domain for $5, like depending on the name, it's so not, I wish I can explain this so easy. Like, I almost thought of starting some sort of a business, but it would probably be non-for-profit at all, where I can help people just build a platform. I can truly do that. That's not the problem. It's, are you really serious and dedicated to it? Like, people want to be tarot readers on YouTube and stuff like that. I met a girl, she's a tarot reader. I met her yesterday, not focused on it. And that's why she's not really doing anything with it. But like, if it's not your true love, then that's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to feel like you're going to work. That's what I've learned. It's supposed to literally be something you love. Like, I'm always on my cards, even before YouTube. So for me, it's the best job in the world, or it's the best scenario in the world to be able to do this. And I can't wait to move and like have a beautiful, like bright environment so we can just sit in the sun and read cards all day. And to make my cream and to help people feel good. It's just, that's all that I'm always about, the healing in everything I do. Like the food, I'm into food. I'm into skincare, like health. And I am definitely into the health stuff. And I'm into like this whole environment of tarot and teaching love. Oh my gosh, look at the card I pulled. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. I'm going to take that one. Well, you guys might be spiritual teachers too. It's just funny that I literally basically said that. So one more for the collective. Let's make it clear. Marlena, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So just like when I went to put that down, I just feel like some of you may not know what's going on with your masculine. Before you just walk away, bow out, because we have that bowing out card there. Take a minute. So let's see what this is. Astara, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Yeah, with your dreams, don't compromise. But sometimes there's need for compromise. I'm going to say that. I mean, I wish that we could just live in this world where, there's no compromise about anything. But no, there is. There's compromise needed. Trust me. So, okay, I got this little deck. I'm going to try and get 2 of them, and I'm going to give one away if I can get the second one. I probably should have got it first, but I didn't think of it yesterday. I went to a bookstore, and they had these little, like, HBO things. And so I just want to see what comes out. Oh, so we have the Magician. So this is only the major arcana cards, but they're like, this is Westworld. This is the girl from Westworld. Remember her? Remember how she had those? Has anyone watched Westworld? And if not, and if you can watch it, season 1, I don't know about any other season, but season 1 is it's our lives. Like, it's so powerful if you really can get into it. It's like a repetitive world where people go to pay and they can abuse humans or do whatever they want. But some of them fall in love and some of them have memories. They're robots. They're actually robots. But they look gorgeous and you would have never known. And they cannot kill each other. Like, their guns won't kill the humans. And so it's like a whole like living in the cowboy world. But your guns, because it's like a whole world, I can't explain it, but your guns, it's not real guns, but it can hurt them and kill the robots, but it can't kill the humans type of thing. And then they just come back. This woman, she kept on having a memory about having a daughter, about it just was a repeat cycle. She kept on getting killed. And she always knew right before she was going to get killed. But the point is that I pick up, like when I think of this, it's the past life memory. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. I don't know what that is, but that's such a cool, like, hi, what's your name? Say hi on here. So this is telling me there's memories, and look at what's behind this. This is the maze. I don't know if I ever told you about the dream I had with my false twin years ago. We were in a really crappy complex. It's kind of like the ghetto, where when I was a kid, I actually grew up there. It was just like the spot where people that didn't have much money lived in this neighborhood. And, but we were back there. So we're back there, and he dropped me off at my apartment. Like when I was a kid, like I didn't even know whatever, right? But I was an adult at this time. So he dropped me at my apartment, and I went to chase him, and I opened the door, and he's gone. And I go to the security room, and they say to me, we'll get you there. Like, we'll get you to him, but you have to wait. And I couldn't wait because I was nuts. Because like when you're chasing the wrong person, you know, that intense obsessive behavior. So I go to look for him. He's gone, and something lifted me up, and I was lifted out of the complex, and I looked down, and it looked like that. It was like a matrix or something. Like I could see everything. And not only that, the interesting thing was I could see like bombs going off here, kids playing here, cars. Like I could see all these little worlds in this world. So some of you might, and I love those type of dreams. I don't care who's it from, like false twin, whoever. And it's been a long time since I've had a dream like that. This is when I first started the channel, actually, around those times. Because as you know, when you guys first came on the channel with me, I was having the most craziest dreams, like names, numbers. I just knew everything. It was crazy. That's how I knew to start the channel. But point being, anyhow, someone's having past life memories. They can be dark as well, by the way. Chariot, the Lovers, and Temperance. It could have to do with healing, memories of being healed from a dark time. I almost feel like memories of marrying the wrong person or something with that Lovers card. Like, I don't know. That combination to me is making me feel like someone married the wrong person. You're getting chills. I just got chills too, actually. That's really weird. But yeah, if you haven't saw Westworld, I highly recommend. It's a series. There's, I don't know, maybe 6 in the series. 6. It's just the first season is all I know, and it's all I'm recommending. It's a very dark. It's dark, but it's so deep, and like I think people on here would understand it better than the average viewer. Or the average viewer, like the average viewer of their TV show, like the average person that's just sitting there watching TV. Because I watched it through other people because I don't have a TV. So I would go there every like Thursday or whatever to watch it with them. They were spiritual people, so they were good. But I just felt like, does everyone else understand what I'm getting from this show? It was just incredible. And the robots started controlling their own brain. So it's like you can control. Anyone can. It's kind of the message there. Like you can create your reality. When I saw some people, I know, but I'm from above and they couldn't hear or see me. Maybe that means that you've elevated away from like those people and those energies. I don't know the original Westworld, but when I would look online to try and find Westworld, I saw there was an original one. So remember, the Westworld I'm talking about is the modern day Westworld, like 2016, 2017 time. Me leaving. I had a dream about my past life. It's really interesting. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, for the collective, let's see what the message is here. Well, it's kind of nice that my business thing was somewhat canceled or postponed. I'm going to only take the top. Let me see what else we have here. But we have Freya, Orange Chakra Fairy, the top. Earth energies. Interesting. Earth energies for the collective. Earth energies are powerful and at times fearsome. Mother Earth harnesses natural energy, which we cannot control by anyone or anything. It is her divine nature which creates our landscape and shapes our lives, whether we like it or not. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up, but do spend some quiet time getting to the bottom of any issues that you find are triggering or that set you off in anger. You won't have to look too far initially, as you will find the answers fairly quickly, but it is deeper than what is going on the surface. The challenge is for you to dig a little bit deeper and find the true reason for your anger. Once you pinpoint the underlying issue, it will cease to have power, and in turn will give you back your sense of control that has been eluding you for the past weeks. I want to make a note here. Guys, I've totally lived by what I teach. Okay, wait, let me open that page. But what I want to say here is this, and I don't know why I have to like break through and say this first. It is true. Like, if there's something that has been bothering you, okay, let me go back and find where this whole brought it up. Okay, the underlying issue. This is what it is, okay, guys? This is what I want to say to you, and I think it's very important if you want to hear me and listen to this. Any issue, take responsibility for it, okay? Like, I'm going to give you a prime example. My family, my grandma passed away. My family has sold her stuff, like her property and whatever, like, you know, they've sold it. And she had one spot, the spot I was doing my videos in, that I kind of grew up in, that area. And I love that area and I love that home. And if I could have, I would have bought it. Now, this is the thing. I was so mad at my family for selling it. There was even complications where they could have backed out and they sold it still. And I looked at that as a sign, like, you know, I still look at it as a sign, as who knows what could happen. Nothing's finalized yet. But instead of getting mad at my father, my aunts, anyone else in my family, I said to myself, it's my fault. I had, 30 plus years to prepare for this. I knew my grandma wasn't going to live forever. I knew, you know what I mean? If I had taken that responsibility, if I really wanted that place and really had thought about that, I would have been saving for the last 10 years. I would have been like making sure everything's in order. So don't cry, turtle. But so I'm using that as an example because many of you will be like, that's not your fault. They shouldn't have sold it or whatever. Like many people will be like, no, like don't feel bad. It's not about feeling bad. It's just about taking it on yourself and then I'm not mad at my dad. It's not that I'm mad at myself because then you have to kind of forgive yourself and keep it balanced. But I'm like, Jen, and I look at it like everything, even with my masculine who is very successful. And sometimes I sit there and I'm like, maybe it would be easier if you were on another level of success as well. And I say to myself, that's your own fault. You had 30 plus years to like work towards these things that you knew you loved or wanted in one way or another. But you chose your path, you chose your life, and not to hate yourself for it, to appreciate everything. And that's the path you chose. But if you want to make a difference, then you have to change and then not blame anyone else anymore. So now that I realize it's my responsibility. So now for everything, I have to start like really prepping, it's a healthy attitude, but it is the attitude to have. You can't blame anyone else. And the truth is that like you can do anything you want, except let's just say I wanted to save $500,000, $600,000 to buy property. Maybe it's not going to happen overnight, but I could have been truly preparing for that. I knew my grandma was going to die for a long time, like obviously, but even maybe the last 2 or 3 years, I kind of knew. And the last thing on my mind was save your money to buy her property. But to be honest, if I had a vision and I thought these things through, that would have been the best spot for me. I would have kept that space for my whole life. Whether or not I stayed there, like I love that space. And it's not a bad decision in making an investment in a property. Not only that, had I started saving back then when I was working regular jobs, maybe I actually could have, had the down payment at least. So just take it in and now guess what I got to do? I got to start saving now, and maybe one day I'll buy that property, or maybe one day I will live in that building, or maybe in a better unit, maybe in a unit that's more fitting to me because, I want to see the water. My grandma was seeing the city. So there's something there, like, I don't know where that message really came from, but it came from this whole earth energy. And basically, let me just pull it one more time. Just taking responsibility, like no matter how hard it gets. If anger is bubbling up inside you and it's an emotion that you are quite unfamiliar with, you have no idea what to do with this pent up energy. For some of you, yeah, like you do get a little, you probably wonder, why am I angry? Why am I angry? Well, part of the reason you're angry because you're not taking responsibility for what's going on in your life. I'm happy it hits you. A bit of a mirth. Yeah, I'm happy it's hitting you. It's actually hitting me too. I don't know. I hope that this gets to like whoever I cried out a billion tears for last night. And I'm sure, like, I don't know if you can see, I have potato bags under my eyes. You know, once years ago, I cried over like a guy that's not even worthy of crying for. Well, whatever. I had to do what I had to do. But I cried so much. And the next day, I swear to you, I looked like Rihanna after that day she got hit in the face. And I'm not joking. Like, so what happened is I woke up and I went to the mirror and my eyes were like swollen and I started crying even more. And ever since then, I was like, oh, you got to not do that ever again. That's years ago. But then I kind of feel like it almost happened last night. Like, that's how much these huge, like, it was so weird. And even when I was looking up, why am I crying? They were describing tears and they said, like nonstop crying are usually very like big, pungent tears or whatever. And that's exactly, it's just like they were like popping out of my face. It was so weird. So I'm going to pull an actual tarot card because we just need a little more here. How long have we been on here? Oh, good. Only an hour. Yay. I'm happy I got that phone call. Perfect. Let's see. You can laugh about it now. I can laugh about it now, but if I ever did that to myself again, you know, my good friend, she's with her twin now. And she said the number one advice she would do, she understands though, that there's like worries and all this stuff. But she's like, now that I've gone through it and I made it, and if he wants to leave, she said the number one advice I would give is don't cry about it. Don't hurt yourself about it. She said her hair was falling out. Her skin was like getting really bad. She's like, I would never put myself through that again. If he wants to leave, he can leave. Like, you know, she may want him still or whatever, but she's not going to stay up all night crying and fucking her own face over. Okay, I just saw the Hermit pop up, but he's back in there. Coming out, right? Coming out, healing. What's this card that came out with it? Attaching all these cards. Ooh. So this is the message here, okay? We have this energy. There's a huge message with this Hangman card keeps coming out. Keeps coming out as I see the Moon card. Keeps coming up. Okay, I'm going to stop there and look at this. It's like there's an instinctual vibe here that someone knows what's going on technically. Like, they know what they need to do is the better way to do that. And I kind of feel like the top row is about the feminine and the bottom row is about the masculine. And the feminine knows what you want. You have the High Priestess here, the Four of Wands, and the Temperance card. And it's like you instinctually are knowing like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, one step here, one step there. Settle, rest, go along with the phases of the world, the moon, the energy. You know, just be in your zone and know what you want. And more importantly than what you want is the Four of Wands. It's that you want a strong foundation. That's what it is. You don't give a fuck about Four of Wands technically. You actually just want stability. You want something solid. Marriage or not. That's not what I'm picking up marriage here. Like, you know, it's about having this stability. And someone, I feel, with the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Moon card, I said something's coming out, right? But like someone literally can be going into this left out in the cold vibe, or they can be coming back in from the cold. Something's coming out. I just say that really strong with these cards. Like, you guys must see it. Something's coming out. This is about, look at, like what the moon card has to do with is how the water fluctuates with the energies of the moon, and it raises and lowers. And at this time, it's lowering. So the crab is coming out. You know, someone's had an epiphany. This person here has had an epiphany about a situation. Let's see what else we get. One more final message. 8 of Pentacles and the Justice card at the bottom, and the 4 of Pentacles. This person is going to have to really, truly release. There's like some sort of a separation that has to happen here. There's a strong, but like Cancer season's over. I see this Queen of Cups and this King of Wands, and, you know, not facing each other. There's a cut here. There's actually a cut between these two, to be honest with you, because at the bottom here is the Ace of Swords. We have the Devil, like very unhealthy connection, we'll just say. Doesn't have to be dark connection. This isn't a karmic reading. Like, this is karmic energy here, but this isn't, oh boy. Once it's oh boy, it's bullshit. Like, there's craziness going on there. This is just this, it's a straight up truth. It's just a shitty connection. These people don't even communicate. And it's getting cut. So, and not only that, back here, division of assets. Things are going to be released. For some, it's things they worked on for a very long time, unfortunately. But you know what? It's okay. They'll get it back. It all comes back when you just, like, as soon as you can release it, it can come back. Ooh. Foundation and achievement. That's another. Oh, we have 2 4s here. And authority. Oh, well, unfortunately, what this is talking about is about the fact that, oh, wait, there's another card on the floor too. Destiny. Oh, it's not a 4, it's a 10. Okay. Oh, wow. It makes a lot of sense though. So what's going on here? Look, there's something it's come to a completion. The conflict and the defeat is over. Like, it's time to leave the situation. You can't keep on, this person can't keep on going back. They know that now. We have 2 4s here, but more importantly, this is the Emperor. And we have this home energy here. And look at how the backs are turned, right? It's almost like saying goodbye to what was. It's time for something new. Like, destiny has spoken up. This is really interesting. I can't wait to hear like how everyone's life has changed, because it's really interesting. It's not the easiest journey. Like, they're not joking when they say that. There's families involved. There's kids involved. Gosh, it's not the easiest thing, right? But we have to stay lighthearted. Now we have 2 3s here. We do have to stay lighthearted instead of suffering in silence. The solar plexus chakra. Oh, my nose is getting so itchy now. It drives me crazy. Okay, I'm going to pull one more from here. Sometimes I just can't get off of here. Really anxious and really happy. This is suggesting. Do I ever think of streaming in a bikini for a reading? No, I never, ever, ever, ever would think that. I do think of sitting outside at times, but it might be noisy. so we can get some sun. So look what we have here. Ooh, so, like great things are coming in. So I'm seeing a number 33 and a number 15. The king, the 5 of clubs. We have the clover here. And if, however, it does not lie near 29, nope, we're not near a 29 or a 28. Interesting. Anyhow, we have good luck here. The letter is a sign of good tidings. When near and when touching indicates good fortune. Well, they're touching because I'm making them touch. But we have good fortune here. We have good luck here. Coming in with the train, literally, and it has to do with matters of the heart. So, and maybe even an awakening with the eyeball card there. Anyhow, thank you all so much. Let's see what's going on here. Stability, money, no, thank you. Ability with cult money. Oh, someone has cult money? Damn. Okay. What else is going on here, guys? Let me just see. I don't know. I guess everyone's off to do their thing. I don't know. Does anyone know? There's some sort of, this is the thing. Either I got this message in another dimension. Like, I don't know. All I remember is talking to someone. Now, I don't have a lot of friends, so I'm pretty sure I know who I was talking to, but she's like, no, Jen, like, I don't know that. Someone told me there's a class out there where, not a class, sorry, online, there's some sort of a thing you go to, and it's almost, let's just say like almost a Pinterest of courses. And there's free courses. And I heard that they teach you like a whole bunch of stuff, like stuff on Reiki, or like you can take a course in all these hundreds of things. Like, I don't know where I heard this, but I'm 1,000% sure someone told me. And the thing was, I wrote down the address wrong. And I was like, oh, I'm going to talk to her, obviously, again, so I'll just get it. And I it slipped my mind. And then I brought it up the other day. I'm like, okay, I want to go and look at that website you were telling me about. She's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I don't know if anyone knows what these, they exist. I'm 1,000% sure it exists. I'm 1,000% sure there is somewhere where you can get courses. And you know what? They may not be free, but they may be like $10 or $20 or something like that. They may actually not be free. But I just remember it was very inexpensive, and you could like take a course for like $10 of all sorts. So I don't know. Udemy. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Oh my gosh. Wait, I have to write it down. Because is that what it's called? Udemy, right? Udemy. That's Udemy. Like, as in like, I don't know. The World Wide Web universe. I don't have a pen here. Okay. Udemy. Look up Udemy. I think that's what you're saying, right? Healing Waters. Because I know someone told me about this, and apparently, like, no one knows what I'm talking about. Udemy. Udemy. I hope that's, yeah. Oh, wonderful. Great. I'm so excited. Hi. Are you the person that sent me the cards from Lithuania? Are you the person that sent me the cards I was just using? Where's my Lithuanian cards? I have Lithuanian cards. I don't even know where Lithuania is. Did you send me cards? I don't know, like, wonderful. Like, I don't know what these numbers are because I'm sure, like, it's not Canadian. Is this the same person? I don't think it's the same person even. But you're from Lithuania. Did you send me the tarot cards? Where are they? I just had them. Oh, here they are. This tarot deck. Let me see. Did you send this to me? This is from someone from Lithuania. Like, I don't know. I have to find the box and look it up again because it had someone's name, but I can't pronounce it. And it wasn't Adam. So I don't know if Adam I don't know how it was sent, but this is so cool. These cards are really, the reason I love these cards is because they're fucking dark. And they're going to be so good on the karmic readings. Like this card is Parasite. Fated to Suffer. I went through all these cards and Revenge and like, this is going to make a good reading. So I'm really excited. Why has everything gone weird? It's a good question. The other day, I literally felt like I was in a different world. I've even had moments of dizziness, but not dizziness. It's like I'm coming in and out, which is really weird. Yeah, that's a good reason. And I was in a when I realized it, I was in a Uber and I was watching everything go by and I literally felt like I was like, whoa. I was like, am I like, obviously I'm not on drugs, but I seriously was like, this is a high. Like I'm like on a high. And I said to my friend, why do I feel like I'm in another dimension or something? And she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. Like, tell me more, you know? Hun, fire water. This is absolutely not fake. So go somewhere else if you don't like it. This is 1000% not fake. Who got weird? Turtle was just saying things felt weird. I'm going to have to, it's always someone on here. Gosh, there we go. I hope that works. Oh, good. That was a quick one. All I said is that she was doing pornography. because honestly, when they give you options as to why to remove the person, that was the quickest one. Now I know what I'll do every time. But yeah, it got really weird. I don't love the way the energy was yesterday, but I also started my day off rushed and like unable to get things together. So that could have something to do with it. But my day yesterday was absolutely absurd. Thank you. To the point, I cut my hand twice. Like, look at, here's one cut. Here's the other. And I cut my two totally different spots. The funny thing is, the second time I was taking vitamins and it came in a glass container. And I'm like, okay, let me try this. You have to break the ends. And I'm like, in my head, and I'm thinking about the day I had, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm fucked. So I break off the top part. She's like, you have to break off the other piece for it to come through. So you have to put it in your mouth. And I'm like, oh my God, covering my teeth. I'm not telling the lady this. I'm like trying to do it privately. In my head, I'm like, you've had the most craziest day. You shouldn't be putting glass in your mouth right now. But I wanted the vitamins. I'm like, I have to do something. And it was these 80 different minerals or whatever. So I do it, I break it, and I'm like, and you have to keep it in your mouth. I'm like, pretty good. And then I saw my favorite lady's skincare, the lady who pushed me to do skincare. She didn't even push me. When I met her, I started getting into it over 15 years ago. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, look at this. I look at my hand and there's like blood everywhere. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, that has never happened. And I was telling you it's safe. And she's like, I'm so sorry. But it was just one of those days. Yeah, the manifestation energy is over the top. So do use it. And if you're not in a good mood or something, go to sleep because you're seriously manifesting things very quickly right now. And if anyone needs to book a reading or reach me, my email is below. It's atouchoftarot@gmail.com. It's the easiest email in the world. And I did buy the domain because I do want to do a website. You know, the domain probably cost me $1 for a year. And then after that, it will go to like $5 and $10 because my name isn't very desirable for those things, like for anyone really. But go, like, register your name, register your business. Hi. Oh, I think I already said hi to you. Until tomorrow morning. Good night from Australia. Okay, I'll leave it up for you. You'll see it tomorrow. This was a good reading. So sometimes I leave it up, sometimes I don't. Wix, I honestly like GoDaddy, but that's because I literally taught myself how to friggin' use the plugins and, WordPress. So now I'm like, fuck Wix. Like, I already just taught myself GoDaddy. I looked at the Wix, and I think I actually did register my name with the Wix. But the thing is that I like GoDaddy, and I was able to build a beautiful website with GoDaddy using the plugins. And, I was trying to get someone to help me do that, and she didn't really do what I wanted. So I had to teach myself. And now I feel like I could be a website builder. Thank you so much, Colette. That is so nice. Sometimes I wish just everyone would just donate $1. That's it. Like, and I know it's corny, but if everyone could do that for a lot of different things, everything would be flowing. It's just $1, right? Everyone has $1. Like, if you here's $1 for something, here's $1 for something. I'm not saying like every day or anything, but it could make a difference in the world. Anywhere, even here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, maybe one more card if anything wants to come up, but otherwise, I'm in love. Someone tried to sell me this deck yesterday. I already told you, just tarot. I'm in love. Oh, 222, thank you so much, Healing Waters. Thank you. I am so in love. I wish I spoke whatever these languages were. Anyhow, with this deck. And the reason I'm in love with this deck is all because of the description of the Queen of Wands in reverse. The description in this book is it's a little different. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, I'm going to read it for us. Even though she's not coming out, she's probably not going to come out in reverse again for a while. She just happened to come in reverse the other day and I read it. When reversed, bet only what you can afford to lose. Don't take a silly risk. But it just reminds me so much of that karmic energy where someone's like, if I leave, make sure you choose wisely because you're going to lose something, which is money. And it just goes so well with, the energy we pick up for that. So what's going on here? Okay, my cards. Okay, wait, what happened here? Interesting. Because the king, at first I thought my cards were in reverse, but they're not. Four of Swords. So we have literally, and that's the Five of Pentacles, which is a card for me for communication. Oh, we have 2 5s. We're getting a lot of double numbers today. Anyhow, let's see this. We have a King of Wands in reverse. Let's look up the King of Wands in reverse. Yay! When reversed, seek new options for growth and mobilize your skills. Stay firmly within ethical boundaries when you act and don't be too aggressive. Interesting. What it's saying, because of the fact that we have 2 kings here, is that this one king has his energy, whether it's an actual person, because we did have, what else did we have here? Did we have another King of Wands in reverse here earlier? What do we have here? Oh, we had the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups not facing each other. So anyhow, I kind of feel like, and I felt like that was kind of an energy that's over with the Devil card and I'm seeing the Tower, the Devil card, and thank you. Thank you. I don't know what those are because I know it's not I don't know what money that is, but thank you so much. The Devil card and the High Priestess. So I kind of feel like one energy's gone to rest. And now we have this grounded energy coming forward, this King of Pentacles, someone who actually has a real offer. And that's going to come forward with communication with the Five of Pentacles. And I just opened it to the Nine of Pentacles. So someone's stepping up. Someone's stepping up. It's like I don't know how to word this nicely. It's not that they're a twig. They're not a twig, but they're like a baby branch, like baby steps. Baby steps is the best way to put it. But they're growing. They're coming up. They're going to have, they've had some healing. And they're coming up like this energy, this King of Pentacles. He's ready to step up. Okay, and offer something solid. Okay, guys, bye for now. Thank you so much. And hour and 20 minutes is beautiful. That happens. That deaf thing happens. Oh, okay. Yen, I don't know. You're welcome. Thank you, Colette. Thank you, everyone. If you want to message me, shut up. Well, whoever's throwing these yins around, please message me. Yeah, I'll have a great day. But message me. Thank you very much. Yes, you bought the domain just now for $1. Beautiful. It's a start. It's a start. That's where you start. And now you don't have to worry about that. These are the type of things that I wish I knew in the beginning. But now whenever I have a business idea, if I'm dead serious about it, I buy the domain, I do the website, like I get the email address, and like right away. Okay, so I just want to see. I wish I could actually message you guys. Anyhow, I can add a message here. Email. Even though some of you know, you'd be surprised how many people put it in the comments. How do I get a hold of you? At gmail.com. If you want to check out my website, I'll put that here too. I built it myself. Or imyorganics.com. Thank you so much, Marina. Thank you. Yeah, so if you want to check out my website, it'll give you a good idea. So I'll tell you, all the photos that have been taken on my website, my friend had an iPhone 8 Plus or whatever. Like, I didn't have a good iPhone at the time. It was just recently too. I just got like a new phone because mine broke. So I had like an iPhone 6, so the photos were shitty. She took the photos. Like, I did the whole website stuff, and I just copy and paste the photos onto there. So simple. And I love my website so much. I'm going to actually be very sad when it's time to upgrade it. Yeah, I spelled it right. But I'm going to be sad when it's time to, and actually I have to double check it because I do get orders on there. But I think someone tried to like spam me or something. I don't know. They had all these comments, but they were just, I have to approve them anyway, so they're not on there. But yeah, you know, that's what happens when you don't pay someone to take care of your website. You have to take care of it. Okay, thank you again. And everyone, yeah, you can reach me, A Touch of Tarot. Please do, okay? At gmail.com and imyorganics.com. Mustafa, what the heck is this person? Why are you writing stuff like that? Sorry, I like to report it so I can actually get rid of these people on my channel permanently. So like I can only do that live here, which is great, or through my comments. You're from Poland. Hi, Poland. Okay, bye guys. Have a really good day. I'll try to do a karmic reading later.